Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know that on most of my videos I get to spend some more time talking about Ireland, but to be honest, I try as much as possible to stay on the positive side because I'm trying to respect some people here. Anyways, I believe that one way we can get to balance things out is by also paying some attention to those things that we really do not talk about. I mean, like the very negative things, just to be fair to the discussion. So today on this video, I am going to be talking about the reasons why I feel people get to leave the country. My name is Chinyere and I have been living in Ireland for a couple of years and I get to share my experiences here. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and also leave a comment down below. Let's get to share our thoughts about this topic or anything else that you feel interests you about this video. The difficulties of getting into the training scheme in Ireland for doctors of some specific nationalities is one of the major reasons why they eventually get to leave. For a doctor, no training qualification means no progress in your career most of the time, and so most of the people get to come here to work only to realize that in Ireland, even as of today, without an EU passport, your chances of getting into the training scheme is as good as zero. They get to complain about the lack of opportunities that they get to face. It's not like these opportunities are not available, they are just few and far-fetched. And so in as much as it is a beautiful country to work and train in, they eventually get to leave after a few years of working in the country, rotating between the short-term working postings in Ireland, and then they get to leave feeling disenfranchised and unfairly treated, and this gets to cause them to migrate to other countries where they get to hear about their colleagues advancing in careers. I mean, like, in the first place, your driving force to come here might be money, especially when you're coming from a country like mine, Nigeria. But after a few years of paying your dues, you get to see that you might not be able to advance in your career, and then most of these doctors eventually get to leave, and all of this cycle gets to lead to a shortage in the supply of doctors in the country. There is also the factors of inadequate staffing as well as underfunding. According to a recent article that I came across because I love to read, Dublin has been ranked the worst city in the world for accommodation or housing for expats. This is the second year Dublin is topping this survey for having the least access to affordable housing. Housing in general is hard to access and also inaffordable in the city. The skilled migrants find out that they get to come here and spend most of their earnings on rent, or they just find it really hard to access this accommodation anyway, and so they are forced to leave. Despite being considered third best city in the world for jobs, careers, and huge gains from high-tech companies, the opportunities that are made available to the students or the graduates are very few and far-fetched. Ireland is a very small country, and so the opportunities to expand is really small. Also, most of the jobs with the multinationals are found in the cities of Dublin and Cork, making it obvious that the other parts of the country kind of lack in infrastructure and diversity. Ireland is notorious for high taxes and insurance rates, which get to reflect in our cost of living. So if saving money is part of your priority, then living in Ireland might just make that plan pretty difficult for you. Final reason being the weather, which I am not going to be spending so much time dwelling on because I mean, I find it beneficial when it comes to my skin, but for some people they just feel like they need some more sunshine and they decide to just pick up their bags and move to a country where they can get to benefit more from the sun. And I mean, like, that's a fair reason, to be honest, because most of the time we have lots of rainfall here and the skies can get pretty gray and you just feel depressed and sad most of the time. But anyways, we're happy, and I just feel like these are some of the reasons that I could come up with to share with you guys on this video on why exactly people get to leave this country called Ireland. And I'm sure there's a ton of other reasons out there. A couple of you probably know more than I do, but for the sake of this video and trying to just stay within a 10-minute limit, I decided to just stop at this point. Until I see you next time, take care of yourselves and bye. Enjoy the weather.